Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Future Trailblazer Challenge Pitchfest 2019. So excited to be here. I'm Ron C. Smith, the Senior Director of Education Initiatives, and I'll be hosting this session as we really bring everyone around, engage with our students, and we show everyone how young people can be a force for change. But what is the Future Trailblazer Challenge? It introduces students to the 17 Sustainability Design Challenge, SDGs. And why is this important? It's a global call to action. It really focuses us on something that is important, that we must change and address for our future. It looks at ending poverty. It looks at climate change, health, education, and really addressing inequalities. And how do we engage? And how do we become a part of this? And how do we work together to make this change? It's incredible, and it's a way that we can make the world a better place. But how did we get there? Over 6 weeks, students were engaged in their schools with volunteers. And they really looked at how to think about innovation and using technology to make a different world. Think about 3D printing as an example of a way to change the world. What made this powerful is we had a partnership. Salesforce.org's own Kim Sherrard and San Francisco Unified School Systems, Andrew Hayward, were there bringing students together. So powerful. But how long was this? Think about this. Over the last year, 500 students were engaged. 500 students. From London to Sydney to Paris to New York to here in the Bay Area. 135 students from San Francisco and Oakland engaged in the challenge. That number might seem small, but change takes a focus group. And we're going to hear about that focus group. But now, why are we here? We are here because we have 7 schools representing the challenge. So exciting. These 7 schools will represent and show you what they've done and to engage in this work. Now, we also have another surprise. Over the next 40 minutes, you'll hear from them, and you'll get to engage with them. But we also have 3 celebrity judges. They have the unenviable task of gauging and selecting the winner. And when we get done, we will choose the one future Trailblazer champion. Are we ready to get started? If that's the case, let's start to introduce the judges. So first of all, you see these amazing pictures, and everyone is so excited, so make sure you make yours. So excited to have these on the board. So first, I'm going to introduce Susan Prescott, Vice President, Worldwide Product Marketing, Apple. Susan, please come join me. Welcome.
Hey. I don't want to fall off the stage. That wouldn't be a good start.
Susan, so excited. I'd like to ask you a question.
Sure.
What are you excited to see today?
Well, I love technology. I work at Apple. I love kids. And what I love about kids in part is the ingenuity, the creativity, the fresh perspectives that they have. So taking technology and kids with a goal of how we can change the world for the better, what's not to love about that?
So excited.
I'm excited.
Thank you. Woo, what's to love about that? Love it. Next, we have Ebony Freelix Beckwith, Chief Philanthropy Officer, Salesforce.org. Ebony, please join us.
Hello. Oh, a little loud.
Thank you for joining, Ebony.
Thank you.
So question, Ebony, what do you think and what would you like to see and hear from the kids today?
Well, as many of you know, Salesforce has been working with San Francisco Unified and Oakland Unified School Districts for over 7 years now. So I'm really excited about this because this partnership and this program in particular that you're going to see today has been over a year in development. And so even though the kids just spent 6 weeks on it, what I'm excited to hear from you all today is how your young, brilliant minds are solving some of the hardest problems that we have to date. So I'm really excited to hear just your passion about these projects.
Thank you, Ebony, and welcome. And last but not least, co-founder and CTO for Salesforce, Parker Harris. Please come join us on the stage.
Okay.
So glad to have you, Parker.
I'm so excited.
But I do have a question. We're going to hear from the young adults, the students, done a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Why is this so important on a global scale to address these issues and hear from the students?
Well, I think it's so important because we need the next generation to really help us solve some of these critical problems in the world. And of course, adults, no offense to the students, but the adults need to carry their weight. But I really think the next generation is where the most brilliant ideas are going to come from. And I did have a little preview of some of these. I will not be biased, I promise. But I'm already impressed with the ideas and the energy, and I can't wait to see the pitches.
So excited to have all three of you. Thank you, Parker. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you, Susan. Yes. So, now that we have our judges in place, now that we've introduced our program, I think it's time that we start to hear from the students.
Let's do it.
Okay, judging binders are open. Get ready, students.
Our first group from Denman Middle School and San Francisco Unified School System, looking at SDG 14, Life Below Water. Think about seas and sustainability and development. And their name in the video we're going to watch, ScareNet. Let's have a look. It's coming, trust me. It's coming.
See, everybody has technical difficulties. Not just you guys.
Are any of you solving?
We're solving for technology as well, so it's a beautiful time.
But you get to be up there 3 times your pictures, so that's extra.
Clean trash with the net on the bottom. And with this boat, there's also these commands that you can press.
It's coming.
For example, if the net is full with trash, we can communicate to the other boat that it's full.
Okay, we got to start that video over, please. Hang on.
So as we go through this, just as as we figure out the timing on our videos and all that, really with the SDGs, the Sustainability Development Goals, we're looking at changing the world. And it's important for us to know and us to recognize how to go through it. So this is the first of our 7. Let's hear from Denver.
There you go.
My name is Brandon McKee.
My name is Jasper Brook.
My name is Sophie Godfreyson.
My name is Alton Thorogood.
Our global goal is life below water.
We're using this boat to help clean trash out of the water by having a net on the bottom. Our idea is that this boat will help to clean trash with the net on the bottom.
And with this boat, there's also these commands that you can press.
For example, if the net is full with trash, we can communicate to the other boat that it's full. If there's an emergency and the net got caught on like a rock or something, then we could signal that to the other boat.
And with the net, this net would be decomposable, meaning if it were to get stuck, if it were to break, or anything were to happen, it would decompose in under 4 years.
We decided to choose this as our global goal because we went to the Marine Mammal Center and saw all these animals getting entangled in nets and eating trash, thinking it was food. And we thought that was sad, and we want to try to fix it.
We also don't want to catch fish in the process, so we're going to have maybe orca noises or shark noises to scare the fish away.
And with this project, we are planning to solve life below water, and this is our team here in Loma.
Go Team Miraloma!
Let's bring Denman Middle School to the stage. So excited, amazing, and I feel like everyone should hear from you. But before I let you go and everyone gets to see you, Parker has a question. Parker, what would you like to ask the students?
So how did you decide that this was the most important issue to tackle? You probably thought about a lot of different problems, and was it hard to agree between the four of you which problem you would solve?
So, my name is Brandon McKee, and I figured out this problem because all of us and our team, we went to the Marine Mammal Center with other sixth graders, and we figured out that all the animals are dying because of trash, pollution, and all of the waste in the water. So we just thought we had to do something about that.
Okay, good answer. Thank you.
I also heard you ask, how was it working with the team, I believe?
Yes.
How did you decide together?
We decided together because we all thought that that was our main goal, and we wanted to help the animals, and we didn't want to see them pass away.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's give another applause for Denman Middle School.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So excited. I think it's time for us to see our second school from Oakland Unified School System, Roosevelt Middle School, looking at SDG 13, climate action. Again, climate change, critical component of our world. We have to address it. So let's see what they did with their project as TSN. Here is Roosevelt.
Hello, my name is Tushant Suresh Kumar.
Hello, my name is Sajitin Mahendran.
Hi, my name is Nashwan Alzama.
Hello, everyone. Our team name is TSN, and we're from Roosevelt Middle School. We're solving for climate action because since 1970, the natural disasters worldwide has tripled to around 400 a year.
This air pollution device is a way to try to solve global warming, and it can be put under cars, and it takes in all the CO2 from the back of the car, which is pollution, and it filters it, and then to clean air that it lets out, and then we can breathe it well. And you could replace these filters at gas stations.
We were thinking about putting our device under cars, and it takes in the bad CO2 with this pipe. And you have to go to like a gas station, and it sucks in the bad CO2, it filters it, and it like pushes out like breathable air for us. And we were thinking about putting it to factories so it can help our planet. Like put it right there, and it just sucks in the bad CO2. And we were thinking with the money we earn to plant more trees.
Go Team TSN!
Let's welcome to the stage Roosevelt Middle School. Come on up. So exciting. Thank you so much for that. That's amazing. But we didn't just bring you to the stage so everybody can take amazing pictures. Susan, I believe you have a question for Roosevelt.
I do. What do you think is the coolest feature of the idea for the project that you created for this SDG project? What's the coolest part?
We thought of using it as a microbit to tell you how much CO2 is in our device, and tells you how much it could take in.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
Nice, thank you. Any other questions, judges?
I can ask a follow-on question, which is, what was the hardest part? What was the biggest challenge that you faced when you were working on this impressive project?
Designing our idea. We designed it before, but it didn't impress us, so we had to do it again.
Yeah, your standards are high. Excellent.
Excellent. Sometimes it takes two options, two choices, two times. Thank you so much, Roosevelt Middle School. Great job. Let's keep it going with school number 3. Now we have Lawton Alternative School, looking at SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. We know in the world, as we continue to grow, we have to have clean water. And this one has an amazing name. So let's take a look at the video. Engineeris.
Hello, I'm Michael Guan.
Hi, my name is Monica Brindley.
Hi, my name is Justin Pun.
Hi, I'm Zoe Tam.
Hi, my name is Caden Wu.
Hello, everybody. Our group is called Engineers, and we are from Lawton Alternative School. We chose Global Goal 6,
clean water and sanitation because we think clean water is a necessity for everyone.
Did you know that 1 out of 5 people in the entire world do not have access to clean water? According to the CDC, 800,000 children under the age of 5 die due to dirty water-related diseases.
We want to put our water filter to use in countries that lack clean water, such as Nigeria and Ethiopia. We use 2 different mesh materials to make our water filter, as well as 2 biodegradable products, coconut husk and activated charcoal.
We plan to work with nonprofit organizations to get our water filter out into the real world. We will have our water filter flown out to the location and have the organizations build it there. This way, anyone who needs clean water will have access to it.
Go Team Engineering!
Team Engineers, let's bring Lawton to the stage. Again, a lot of pictures, but we have another question. I think Ebony has a question for you. Ebony.
Great idea. So in the video, you talked about using 2 different materials. Can you talk about how you chose those 2 materials and why that was important for the project?
Well, we use 2 different materials. We use a bigger mesh, like it has bigger holes in it to filter out like larger organisms or like dirty stuff like dirt. And then the other material is a very, very thin mesh. Like it has very small holes that are able to filter out like smaller like sand, gravel, and so on. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great answer. Thank you so much. Let's give another applause for Lawton, please. Our next school, as we transition, Hoover Middle School from San Francisco Unified. Again, now, no biased judges. One of my favorite names. We'll get to that in a second. One of my favorite names. SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. And really, how are we thinking about being responsible with everything we do and use? It's critical. But let's find out what they say as we watch the video round. Mrs. Hot Dog.
My name is Juan Gonzalez.
My name is Aaron Tu.
My name is Kaisen Chen.
My name is Moises Altamiranda.
Hello, our name is Mrs. Hot Dog, made by Nisdi. So we are not affiliated with Disney, so please don't sue us. Mrs. Hot Dog is a bottle collector game.
Mrs. Hot Dog helps with SDG number 12, responsible consumption and production, by limiting the amount of water bottles going into the ocean. The water bottles can hurt animals.
Mrs. Hot Dog works with a circuit and a microbit, and if you throw a water bottle in the flap in the front, the flap triggers the circuit that connects to the microbit that counts all your points.
It's Hot Dog made out of 9% out of upcycled material. Like the bow is made out of the fruit roll-up wrapper, and Mrs. Hot Dog is made out the whole day cut off. And Horner, most valuable member, he dug into his natural habitat, into a recycling bin, and he got us almost everything that we needed.
By this, we hope to save the planet one bottle at a time.
Oh, Mrs. Hot Dog!
Let's bring Hoover to the stage. Saving one bottle at a time. Love it. All right, Mrs. Hot Dog. I believe Parker has a question for you.
Okay, I've got a little bit of a different question. So, 4 boys decided to name their thing Mrs. Hot Dog. So why did you choose Mrs. instead of Mr.?
It used to be Mr. Hot Dog, but then like we had a old fruit roll-up wrapper and we just turned it into a bow and we put it on her and changed her gender.
Okay.
Oh, that's a great answer there.
Good.
That's a great answer there. Gender equality. Gender equality. Parker, I understand you have another question, but that was a great answer. Excited. Go ahead, Parker.
Okay. Did you have any debate or argument with each other during the making of this that you had to resolve?
Well, not really. We
No
kinda
arguments
just,
at
like,
all.
Put it
You agreed
together.
100% all the way through?
Yeah.
Really?
Tight-knit group. They were a tight-knit group.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great. Great collaboration. Congratulations.
Thank you again. Let's give Hoover a great applause. So excited. Let's take a look at our next group. Now, very important topic here from Bret Harte Middle School, Oakland Unified School System, SDG 4, quality education. And this is something that everyone understand that education takes place inside as well as outside the classroom. And there's also educational safety. So as we watch this, the aluminum curtain, let's make sure we pay attention to the underlying themes that support this work. Let's hear about the video.
I'm Jalen Wright.
My name is Nora Dunstan.
I'm Hayden Powell.
Imagine you're in a classroom doing work, and on intercom they said there's been a shooter on campus. How would you feel? Scared? Worried? Well, we have a solution for that problem. We are Team NIL, and we're from Bret Harte Middle School. We were working on global goal number 4, quality education, and the subtopic is safety. There has been 288 school shootings since 2009, and it's a real issue and we need to fix it.
Our project is called the aluminum curtain. How it works is it slides over the door, kind of like a projector does over a whiteboard, acting as a barricade so that the shooter can't get inside the classroom and harm the students. We were planning to make it bulletproof so that when the shooter has a gun, they can't get inside.
The aluminum curtain will impact everyone in the United States and then some. It will keep the next generation of students safe to do what we are doing right now. This project will help the next generation help the world.
Go Team NIL!
Let's bring Bret Harte to the stage, please. Very important topic, very serious topic. Thank you for taking it on. It's a big challenge, so I really appreciate that. Susan, I'd love to turn to you as we ask the question around quality education.
Great work, guys. So what was the biggest challenge you faced as you were trying to solve this problem?
So our biggest challenge was trying to connect like the button and the motor to go with the aluminum curtain because we were trying to figure out how it would move up and down because we didn't think that the microbit would connect like with an axle for the aluminum curtain. So we thought of a new idea by using a different motor.
Great.
Okay.
Looks like there's a lot of faces and questions. We'll make sure.
No, you guys go. I was just going to say, and as you worked together and collaborated, kind of to Parker's question with the last group, what did you do when you guys had a disagreement about how to proceed? How did you resolve that?
We shared all of our ideas and we tried to make a compromise.
Great.
And how did you choose your team name?
So we were thinking of like different materials to make the curtain out of, or the aluminum curtain, and at first we decided to call it the iron curtain, but then we remembered that was a bad thing that happened a while ago. And so we changed the name to aluminum curtain because
That's awesome.
we were planning to make it out of aluminum or something because it's recyclable and it's very cheap.
Okay, good answer.
Excellent answer. Thank you, Team Bret Harte. As we go to our next school, West Oakland Middle School from Oakland Unified. SDG 5, gender equality, something that's very important here at Salesforce. But it's also equality on multiple different ways. And today you're going to hear a little bit more about it. It's a very positive message. So let's see a video about positivity.
Hi, my name is Noelle Algaithi.
Hi, my name is Zanaya Sosa.
Hi, my name is Reneja O'Neill.
Hi, my name is Nurali Bakhta.
Hello everyone, our team is Positivity and our global goal is gender equality number 5. So some people in the LGBTQ community don't like sharing their identities with the people around them. So we decided to make shirts, keychains, and watches so they can express themselves.
So for the t-shirts, we decided to make these because it's more out in the open and people who wear these t-shirts can feel more supported in the LGBTQ community.
And we also made keychains because they're subtle and small, and some people are very shy to expose, not expose, but show who they are. So we make keychains because they're small and subtle, and they won't get as much attention as the t-shirts.
And the watches are the most private option because they look like a normal watch, but they're not. They actually send uplifting messages to the other person who has the watch.
And since we have noticed a lot of discrimination against LGBTQ people, we have created these items to support them.
Go Team Positivity!
Let's bring West Oakland up.
Wow, that was awesome.
Really excited to hear from you ladies. Step up. I think we had a group that was all boys a couple days, and we have all girls with us.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Gender equality at its best. So excited. Really excited to hear from you. Amazing topic, something that's true and dear to our hearts. So I think we have another question for you.
So my question is, I think it's really interesting that you had 3 different products for your project. And can you talk about just the thinking that went into creating the 3 different levels, ranging from a little bit more flashy and overt to the more subtle and discreet? How did the group decide on that?
Well, we have noticed that a lot of LGBTQ people, like community, are very shy. So, and some of them are very confident. So we decided to lower the progression of shyness.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the judges?
So you focused on LGBTQ, but you're 4 young women. Did you also think about gender equality and empowering girls as part of this?
Repeat the question.
Did you think about empowering girls as part of this project?
So equality of women. So for example, in the workplace, we want to make sure women are paid equally. Because believe it or not, sometimes they're not. It's terrible. And that we have more women in technology, which is wonderful. You're doing things that are technical. So that's something that I think about. And I was just curious what your thoughts were.
Well, like a lot of women should like get more respect for what they do because a lot of people think that men are more powerful, but it's not even true at all. It's not. It's just not.
I agree. Well said. Very well said.
That's an excellent way.
That's
Excellent
wonderful.
statement. Very, very powerful. Thank you so much. Let's give another applause for West Oakland Middle School. And our last but not least group, we have Francisco Middle School from San Francisco Unified, focusing on SDG 2, Zero Hunger. And again, this is something, that we have to address world hunger. And how do we make sure that we address this for everyone globally? So let's see what they tell us. And they are on the horizon.
Hi, my name is Christian Cruz.
My name is Tuita Salvatore.
Hello, my name is Troy Smith. Hello, everyone. Our team name is Horizon from Francisco Middle School. Our sustainable development goal, number 2, is Zero Hunger. We created a community garden which will solve the problem by giving people food and something to do and be a part of. Everything and everyone is connected for this community garden to actually work.
As you can see, there are 5 important parts to this community garden. There's the base, which holds all the soil and the vegetation. The poles, which will support the screen. The screen, which will protect the vegetation from burning out. The LEDs, which will light a certain color like blue if the soil is too dry, and green if the soil is all good. And the water pump, which will activate once it detects the soil is too dry.
The potential impact of the community garden is not only to give the people or the user of the community garden food, but also to give them hope and purpose in their lives. Our mayor, London Bree, is allocate funds to help homeless people find shelter, and our project fits with it. We hope to grow this project around the Tenderloins and hope to serve and help 350 or more homeless people.
Go Team Horizon!
Exciting work. Exciting work. Francisco, please come join us up here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And last question, of course, we're going to turn to Parker.
Okay, do you know what a bug is when you're writing software or creating something? If it's a problem, it doesn't work. What was the worst bug that you had to fix in your project?
I'll say the microbit. The servo didn't really work. Like it
it like the code for the servo to spin, it like we had to like we had to modify it like multiple times to like actually get it right to spin in the right direction, and yeah.
Yeah. And was that frustrating?
Yes, we had to do it multiple times.
And so how did it feel once you finally solved it?
We felt relieved and really good and proud of ourselves.
Yeah. Awesome.
Ebony, I have you a question as well.
How do you think, you mentioned Mayor London Breed in San Francisco, and obviously your SFUSD students. How do you feel that this can be rolled out to how easily do you feel that this can be rolled out to other cities?
I feel like it'll be really easy, but also a little challenge to face getting this out and people to get involved with it and like come out and help us with it and like make it grow even more. Yeah.
What's one thing you would advise other students in other cities to help the project get started?
Help them excited. I will say to how to say it to help them. I don't.
One thing that you would tell other students in other cities to do to get started.
Raise awareness. Oh, wellness.
Yeah.
Raise awareness is what we're going to say. Excellent job.
Excellent.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Horizon Middle School. Thank you so much.
You're not going to make us pick, are you?
Well, see, ladies
That's
and gentlemen,
not fair.
we've come to a time.
They are all so good. You guys all rock.
I love all the cheers. I love all the excitement. However, the reason we have celebrity guests, judges, is you have the challenging task of selecting one Trailblazer Challenge winner.
That is hard.
Judges, you will have 2 minutes to select one. Let me say it again. One champion from the group. No 7-way tie. You're going to talk over there, and I'm going to start the clock. So, judges, are you ready to start? Mics will be off. And we're going to start the clock. Uh-oh, go. As the judges are over there having a conversation, I want to bring Kim and Andrew to this. They did an amazing job bringing these programs forward, just engaging everyone. And so just wanted to take a second. First of all, I want to say thank you. And I want to ask a couple questions with the bow. Let's scoot this way. Some of the judges are being, sequestered. So, Kim, what really got you involved in this? What really made you just want to do this and drive and work with the students?
It's actually really interesting. I've always been interested and passionate about education, and when I moved to San Francisco, I got involved thanks to Parker leadership. He was actually adopting one school in the south edge of San Francisco, so I decided to just go and see and get involved, and that's why I met an amazing teacher with which I partnered, created the very initial idea of this program that eventually got to the district, and here we are.
Thank you. Andrew, I know you're just in heaven, San Francisco students here and everything and the curriculum. When you got here, what did you want to see today? Like, what were you excited? What really drove you, and what were you really wanting to see from the students?
So something we struggle with is telling the story of computer science in a way that makes it really relevant for students. So what I feel like this represents and what we've learned is that we can leverage our relationships with the technology community here in San Francisco to create an authentic audience for our students. So that when they're presenting, it's not just to their classroom or to their school, but it creates a much larger context, which shows them how computer science will be relevant to their lives.
Excellent. And judges, we're going to have about, whoa, all right. The judges are that fast. One last question. I'm going to come back to the judges for a final decision. Last question. We have a lot of people in the crowd. Everyone's watching. Everyone's engaged. What advice would you give for others to get involved, to take back, and to join in the efforts?
So another thing we learned is that to make for a meaningful volunteer experience, it helps to have a discrete task to get involved with. So what you saw in the presentations, the students did things like work with physical computing devices. They did 3D printing, and they came up here and they pitched. So creating an opportunity where students can, rather when volunteers can go into a classroom, instead of just talking about their careers, but to very specifically support with something like build or coding a microbit or 3D printing or support or coaching students to do a professional pitch presentation. That's what makes for a meaningful volunteer experience, and that's why we hope you stay involved with this project.
One last thing from Kim, and then we're going to get ready back to our judges.
I think it really takes different levels to get involved. It's not just individuals, but my dream is really for company organizations to get involved and rally together so that from the top to the bottom, everybody is like committed to help the next generation succeed and be equipped to solve some of the biggest challenges they'll face.
Again, let's give the two gentlemen an applause. Thank you. Great work. You guys are amazing. But now it's time. But before I go to the judges, before we get the selection, I want everyone in the room to understand the students are all winners. The students, the families, the teachers, they're all winners. And it's exciting to say that. It takes courage. It takes excitement. They came on stage, and I'm not sure if anyone had ever been on stage before, so much of a thank you goes out to you. But all that being said, judges, do you have a decision?
We almost had a hung jury. So I had 3 top ones. I think, Ebony, you had 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you had
7.
You had 7.
7, okay, that works.
So, so then we compared what those top ones were, because this is how difficult it was. And I hate to say that not all of you won. We did pick one.
So,
we picked.
You're ready? Are you ready?
I am ready.
So, okay.
Are the students ready?
Students, are we ready? Crowd, are we ready? And the Pitchfest 2019 Trailblazer winner is
ScareNet.
ScareNet, come on down. Denman School. Oh, Denman, come on up. Come on up. We're going to meet the judges. Come on up. So excited. Come on down. No, don't stop with me. Come on down. And what did Denman get? Denman receives a $5,000 donation to create their very own makerspace at their school. Additionally, other prizes. They have all of this. Please continue to give them applause. Join in. Judges, join in with them. We want to make sure you join in. So excited to see Denman. Denman, another thing. Denman is all 6th grade, the youngest group to participate in the challenge.
Good job, guys.
Now, as they're taking the pictures, as they're getting everything done, as everyone's excited,
Oh, thank you.
we're not done yet. This is for the kids. This was a surprise I told you about last week.
Uh-oh, there's more. But wait, there's more.
There's more. Because we believe in so much the voices of everyone in the audience. All the schools, except for Denman, are going to go back to the Kids Coding Zone. It's right back there. And they are going to spend the next 90 minutes talking about their projects to everyone and anyone that comes by. And then, and this is the surprise for the students, at 1:30, based upon the votes that everyone in the audience gives, we will select a second winner to get another set of prizes because we want to make sure we reward all the kids. So please, make your way back there. As soon as we're done here, they're going to start right after that. Now, before we go,
What is that?
thank you to the audience for being just amazing. You guys were great.
Are you guys pretty excited?
Thank you to the judges. I don't think I would have that job. That was just
Did you say
way
what
too
they
sad.
won?
Well, you guys are high-fiving and doing pictures. We said.
Oh, what was
Oh, you
it?
already
Tell us
talked
again.
about it.
Oh, the judges didn't hear what they won. They got $5,000 to build their own makerspace.
Sweet.
As well as other hidden prizes that they'll receive when we get back to the Kids Coding Zone. The gift that keeps on giving.
Very nice.
Thank you to the judges. Susan, really appreciate it. Parker, Ebony, you guys were fantastic. Toughest job out. Glad I didn't have to do it. Whew.
It was tough.
My nerves were there acting up a little. Teachers, thank you. Amazing work.
Thank you to the teachers.
Couldn't do it without you.
Thank you.
Students, you are the winners. You are the champions. You are the future. Don't stop. Keep working hard. Keep being your best. This is all for you. So remember that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. 2019 Trailblazer Challenge Pitchfest, first of more to come. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of TDX.
That was awesome.